Super duper doo, how are you? I'm sure you are amazing because you have a career or business that you love. If you don't, my question is always why not? And then there's the choice to have a career or a business. But sitting smack bang in the middle of there is something that I call myself. And people ask me every day, Rowie, you say that you are an intrapreneur. What does that even mean? Well, I've never started a business. An entrepreneur is somebody who has an idea, they take something from scratch, they create something amazing and they run with it. Obviously, if you are an employee, if you have a career, usually that's not a business that you started yourself, you work for somebody else. Well, I sit smack in the middle of that, and there's quite a few people in the world like that. And one of the reasons why I have Ronaldo on my wall, an amazing entrepreneur. He goes into any team and makes the team better. He gets paid a lot of money because of his leadership skills, his football skills can add value to a team. So he didn't start the football team, he just goes into the football team and makes it better. So that's my best analogy or best example of what an entrepreneur is. So I'll run through very quickly. I was 10 years of age. I was asked by a lady at my church to go and help her to work at the markets on a Sunday, a Sparkle Day Sunday. She was selling planter pots. When I got to the market that day, her business, not mine, I never started it. I looked at the situation. I was only 10, but I looked at the situation and I said, look, how about there's another market down the road. It was called the Caribbean markets. I'll stay here at the Croydon markets. I'll sell pots for you all day. You go to the other market, you sell pots for you all day. And instead of paying me $10 to stand here with you, I'll take a percentage of the pots that I sell. So you'll sell twice as many pots because you're in two markets because of two people. So that's when I was 10. Now maybe that's in my genetics, my DNA, I don't know, but that to me just made common sense. Why would the two of us stand here when she could be at another market? Now, the next thing I did, and everything I've done ever since then, has always been about whatever business I've gone into, I've treated it as my own. I've aimed to make the business better and aimed to make the business more profitable and more successful. So I went from selling planter pots to selling ladies' clothing to selling jeans. And by the time I was 15, which is when I ran away from home, 14 and 9 months, I was a pretty wealthy young lady. I didn't have many skills on wealth creation to keep my wealth, but I had a lot of money in the bank because I learnt how to sell, how to communicate, how to be genuinely interested in people so that they wanted to come and do business with me. So people would come back to buy jeans, but they would ask to buy jeans off Rowie. They would come to buy clothes, but they would ask to buy clothes off Rowie because I was genuinely interested in people. So to me, that's a really simple skill we can all learn how to do that. Even if you're really shy, it's not about talking, it's about asking questions and listening to the answers, which means you're in control of the conversation. And if you are genuinely interested in people, then that makes that whole process really easy. So I then took that when I ran away from home. I went to a health club in Sydney in Australia. I said, please don't pay me any money, just give me an extra dollar or $1 for every extra person that I bring to the classes that I teach. I had no experience. I hadn't worked in a commercial gym before. I just didn't want to get paid a wage, and they weren't going to pay me a wage anyway because I was too young and too inexperienced. Turned out that the class that I first took with 3 people in it, I grew that from 3 to 30 to 130 on some Sparkle Day Sunday mornings. So I was one of the highest paid group exercise instructors in the world at the time, I think, because I backed myself. I didn't expect a wage, I didn't want a salary, and I didn't start the business. I just went into somebody else's business. That class that only had 3 people in it, I grew that from 3 people to 130 plus. That's an intrapreneur. You go into somebody else's business, you treat it like your own, and you help it grow and you help it become more successful and more profitable. Now that then went to every gym I've ever been involved with, and that's been health clubs and gyms all over the world, personal training studios all over the world. I've had that title of consultant where I've gone into other people's businesses and helped them grow. But because of my life experience and because of my passion, and I know that this is possible, I've been able to do that with passion and enthusiasm and excitement. So you might be like me where you don't want to work for somebody else, you don't want to earn a wage, or you can see that if you stay working somewhere that even if you really like the business, you don't like the idea that you're only ever going to be able to earn that much money. Well, that's not true, is it? Because it doesn't matter which business you look at, there's always somebody that's earning more money or somebody that has the potential to earn more money or be more valuable to the business, which is where being an entrepreneur comes in and where an entrepreneur finds you very valuable. Because great people are really hard to find. And if an entrepreneur finds you a great entrepreneur, they want to keep you. So they don't want to pay you a wage. They'll be very happy for you to, and this is what I always share, choose your own hours, be your own boss, earn the amount of money that you want to earn, work with the people that you want to work with, holiday when it suits you. You get to choose all of that when you're really good at what you do. So you go to the owner of the business. So if you don't want to start a business, it sounds all too complicated, too hard, or you really like the business that you're working in now, but you need to earn more money, there's a magic question for that. And it's the question that I've asked every business that I've ever been involved with, including when I first met K-Man. He had the National College of Fitness when I first met him. There was already an existing college. I didn't start the business, it was already there. But I took my entrepreneurial skills into that business, into the college, and I said to K-Man, I've got all this life experience, I've traveled the world, I've run health clubs all over the world, I've been a group exercise instructor, a gym instructor, I've been a personal exercise coach. How can I add value to this business? And that was our initial conversation before we ever had a personal relationship. It was, how can I be valuable to your students? How can I be valuable to your business? Now, I'm just very privileged that I not only added value to his professional life, but I obviously added value to his personal life, and we've been married ever since. But I didn't start the business. I didn't start the college. It was already here. So when I call myself a businesswoman, it's a bit cheeky really, because I've never started a business. I've always gone into somebody else's business and made it more profitable and made it more successful with that beautiful question. This is what I want. I want to give your business the very best of me. So I want you to share with me what you need me to do to make sure that this business is as successful and profitable as you need it to be. So that's the first question. Not what Rowie wants, but what does the business need? Now, if I can't give the business what it needs, I'm not going to get involved with the business. Would that be fair? So if Ronaldo goes to a basketball team and says, how would you like me to add value to this business? But he's a football player, not a basketball player. They'll probably say, you can't do anything, you're a football player. And that's the situation that I've often been in, where somebody said to me, we'd love you to come onto our team, but I've looked at the product or the service and said, no, that's not for me, because this is who I am. And that's been my big driving force, my why, which is my driving force is to get people fit and strong. So every business that I've ever been involved with, every organisation, every time I've been a professional speaker, every time I've opened my mouth, it's always been about how can I help people to be fit and strong, have a career or business that they love, be financially free and have great relationships. That's what Romax is about every single day. So what do you want is the question that you ask the business. What do you want? What do you need? What do you want from me? What do you need from me? What do I need to do to become the most valuable person in this organisation? And then how can we work out financially the best way to reward me for that? So if you need me to create another 1,000 memberships, or you need me to bring in another 50 clients, or you need me to bring in 3 new clients that bring in $1 million a year to the business, if I do that, what will that be worth to you? So this is what you need. What will that be worth to you, and how would you like to reward me? Now, often businesses have said to me, Rowie, if you can do that, that would be awesome. What do you want? So I've then been able to share with them, and I'll share it again. Choose your own hours, be your own boss, work out when you want to go on holidays, choose the people that you want to work with, and I've always done that. Every business I've ever been involved with, I've picked the hours that I want to be there, I've chosen how much I want to earn, I've chosen when I go on holidays, and I've chosen the people that I want to work with. Because when you're really valuable and you bring a skill set to an organisation that is valuable, that becomes then financially valuable to the organisation too. So here's my question. You might not want to open a business, and I get that because I never have. But you might want to earn more money, be more involved in the business that you're in. And then I'll go just as a little side note. If you go to the owners of the business that you're in at the moment and you offer to add more value to the organisation, you ask them the question, how can I become more valuable? And they just say, no, we want you to be an employee and earn this much money. That might be a great opportunity for you to now go to another business with your skill set and say, this is what I've got to offer. How can I add value to your business? What do you need from me? What do we need to do together to make this business successful and profitable? So for me, that's come in many different shapes and forms. It's been professional speaking, where people have shared with me, I need you to bring this many extra people to the conference or the workshop or the seminar. With health clubs, it's been we need another 500 members, or we need another 1,000 members, or we needed to go and open another health club. And that's why I had to learn all the business skills. I had to learn marketing, sales, communication skills, business growth skills, how to grow the business from a human resource point of view. So I had to learn the skills of the particular country that I was in when it came to employing and firing and attracting the right people. They're all skills that I had to learn to be an entrepreneur, make other people's businesses better. So whatever business you're in, and whether you work at a petrol station or a supermarket, or you're in a plumbing business, or you work in a law office or in a medical professional's office, or you work in a gym or a personal training studio, the biggest challenge in any business is sales. If there's cash flow and if there's profit, then the business can grow, or it can do more for its customers and clients, or it can get a new building. Cash flow fixes everything. So one of the big skills to learn, of course, is how can I improve the profitability of this business? And it's not just the cash flow, of course. It's, yes, we want cash to come in and flow through the business, but we want profit at the end of it so that we can choose what we do with that profit. And that's why the Max program exists. That's why Romax exists, so that you get all the skills, tools, and knowledge that you need to be able to grow a business, whether it's your business or somebody else's business, or you have a career path. Because even if you don't want to be an entrepreneur like me, if you're really scared of taking a bonus or a commission rather than getting paid wages or salary, is it possible that if you're bringing in extra members, extra clients, extra cash flow, extra profit into the business, that the business will want to increase your salary, increase your wages, give you longer holidays, give you better benefits and bonuses? And of course, the answer is yes. And if you work in an organisation that you work really hard and you help the business grow and you make it more successful and profitable, and they don't want to pay you more money, here's the cool thing. You don't have to stay there, because you've got a skill set that's very valuable in businesses that will really appreciate what you do. So your big smile, your positive attitude, your set of skills, take them into the business that you're the most excited about, help that business grow, and you will, like me, I have for my whole life, been able to choose my own hours, be my own boss, pick when I want to go on holidays, work with the people that I want to work with, and have the financial freedom that I want to have because I'm adding value to the organisation. And that's the really big one. Please don't ask for a wage rise. Please don't ask for a salary increase. Please don't ask for anything unless you're adding in first. And I share that passionately because a lot of business owners have shared that with me. People come to me and say, I want more money, I need more salary, I want a wage increase, but they haven't added any more value to the business. If you're adding value to a business, then you deserve, and when I say value, if you're increasing the profit and the cash flow so that there is more money, then you deserve more money. If you've created the money, if you've created the cash flow, if you've created the profit, then you deserve to have part of that put into your bank account. So be proud of the fact that you have that skill set. And if you don't want to open your own business, you don't have to. You don't have to be a salaried wage earner either. You can be an entrepreneur like me. Help a business grow, help a business become more successful and profitable. And you too can choose your own hours, be your own boss, earn the amount of money that you want to earn, holiday when it suits you, and work with the people that you want to work with. How does that sound? Super duper doo. How are you? I feel amazing every single day because I love my life.